Hey, what's up guys? This is B-Side Investing. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we have something different. Not just gonna focus on the portfolio, but today what I'm gonna do is we're gonna look at a stock tracker. So with Google Sheets, I have created, following this guy's channel, I'll link it right here. I'll link the channel in the description below with that YouTube video, and the channel is Think Stocks. So yeah, you can check out there if you want to make this completely by yourself and edit it and everything. The videos are around 1 hour long, but it's going to take you more than that to make it. So anyways, I've already created it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this doc in the description below so you can download it and then you can change around the ticker and all that stuff. I'm going to go through this here. So that's the point of this video today. It's kind of just switch it up a little bit, focus on something other than just the in-depth, the channel itself, the portfolio itself. So we'll focus on that stock tracker, and today that's what we will do. Okay, so getting into the stock tracker. So this is, I've labeled it the Wealthsimple 100K challenge. So let's just look at all the pages that we have here. So first, this is the portfolio balance, position, the day change, unrealized gains, realized gains, and then we have the kind of the chart. So you can pick different companies here, and then it'll just change all the data here. Now, of course, with some companies, there might not be PE and beta and stuff like that, but you can look at that in the Yahoo Finance or Google Stocks or whichever platform you use to check your stocks. And we can just choose any company and just look at it, look at the trends, and then so that's that. And then this is difference. This is the portfolio performance. So this used to be more than 300%, but it's coming down all the way down to minus 100, below 100%. Now this is because obviously we're kind of in the down market. Not for the general stock, but for the more speculative, for the more high risk, mid risk stocks. If you're invested in the S&P 500, I'm sure you're doing totally fine because they're just going up. It seems like the money has kind of rotated into safer plays, and the speculative, the SPACs and genomics kind of are taking a hit. So yeah, that's why we're kind of looking at more than about minus 57% on census right there. So the next is history. Now this is the main page you need to focus on, because this is gonna kind of change everything here. So we have, let's see, so data obviously. So this is kind of the transaction. So we have cash, deposit. So there's different with the security. First you want to do cash, and then with the action deposit, buy, sell. I've added withdrawals, dividend, and drip. But dividend and drip, it's not going to have much of a functionality here. You might have to go to his channel and just look at it and add that functionality. But sell, buy, deposit, and withdrawal, we should be good. So yeah. Now I've done -1 here because we're kind of depositing the money, and then if I just use the quantity as 1, it kind of shows up here, and I don't want it to show up here. So that's why. And then it's just going to show minus this gain because we've used up the cash. So that's why I used minus. So price quantity is going to be 1 for the transaction. So we're making 1 transaction, and then we're putting in $1,000. And then the total is $1,000, and currency as well. So if you're Canadian and if you're buying US stocks, that's where the tricky part is. I've kind of given up, and then I just left it as USD with the American stocks. So, but it's not that big of a deal for me because I'm just I have only like 3 stocks that are American from the American market, so it's not that much of a big deal for me. Okay, so with the securities, you want to obviously look at your brokerage. You want to look at your trade history and everything if you want to use track everything. So you can do that. And transaction, put the company security, the stock ticker, and then what action you're doing, buy, sell, deposit, and all that. And then the quantity is the quantity of shares, and then the price you bought in at, and then it'll kind of calculate the total. So I've already done the formula and everything, copying his YouTube videos. So of course, I'm not claiming that I've done this myself because I don't know how to do it. So that's why I'm referring you to his channel if you have any problems or issues. So yeah. Okay, so the currency, now he's not Canadian, so he just doesn't have this part. He is all of his transaction is US, so he doesn't have that issue. So yeah. So with some of the companies here, like Tetra Chef, which I've sold, I just left it in Canadian price, and you can see the US price here. So, and with the stocks, American stocks that I own now, like Bingo, I've kept it in USD, so that when I'm doing the position and the purchase price and the current price, it's going to be closer if I do the Canadian price, and then these part, everything, it's going to be messed up. So that's why I just left it at USD. Okay, so you can see all my transaction. For selling, you want to do minus because you're kind of taking that transaction out. So you want to do -2. So like DRT, I bought 2 shares and then I just sold off 2 shares. So this, I have taken it from my activities. So pretty much I've just copied everything here and then just typed it up here. So it looks much cleaner and I can just track it. Don't really need to track it that much, but it's just nice to have. And yeah, so let's see. So yeah, you can see companies like Hyliion. Yes, I did own Hyliion. I bought it at $18.89 and then just sold it at, what was it, $18.9. So I have a bit of a profit, but you're seeing a discrepancy here of like minus 53 cents because that's the spread. That's the money that the Wealthsimple is making on US American market stocks. So that's my issue with it, because with just one stock it's eating up that much, and then if it's a lot of stocks, like if I let Bingo and I just took it out when it was like valued at $15, I would have paid like a couple $100 just in fees. So yeah. Yeah, I did own Tetra Chef, MP, Fuel Cell. If you look at my earlier videos, you'll see these companies before I transitioned over to crypto. So from January 28th, I kind of focused on the crypto stocks. And yeah, so if you look at when I bought Bingo, December 31st, this was kind of like a couple days later after I got into Bingo. So I got into Bingo at 116. That's where I invested heavily in them. And then I just decided to put into the Wealthsimple account. I didn't realize it was going to grow that much, but I was able to get in at 293. So yeah. And yeah, so let's see. You can see kind of like my cash deposits and the buys that I've done. Pretty much I just copied everything from my activities into here. So right now, this was kind of like the latest transaction here. You just saw the video yesterday. Deposited 300 and I just followed that here. So, okay. So that's that. I hope that was kind of clear on how to do it. If you have more transactions, like right now I just have it till here. The date doesn't really matter. This action is going to action, and the total is going to matter the most here because there's formula in them. Like, so with this drop down option, you want to have it continue all the way down to more. So just drag it down. Pretty much that's about it. I mean, yeah, just keep dragging it down to however many stocks you want to buy or track. So, and with the total, you see the formula here. If you don't want to type it all the way down there, you could just drag it all the way down. I've already done that, but yeah, so you can do that, and you don't have to calculate anything. So it'll just change once you change the information here. So yeah. So with the positions, now this will not exist if I don't have these transaction history. So if I change, like, let's say if I add Tesla here, so if I bought one share of Tesla and I bought it at, let's see, I don't know what the price is right now, but I'll put $700. So if I put that here, it's going to show up here. So Tesla, one share purchase, 700. You can look at the current price of 740 and you'll see the change. This is the daily change percentage and the percentage, the dollar change. And then this is the cost, your cost, and your value right here. So that's what the stock is valued at currently. And then you'll see the gain in percentage and in dollars. So yeah, I don't want this Tesla, so I'm just going to delete that. So yeah. So with this, you don't have to worry about dragging down here because it'll just follow it. Actually, yeah, just drag. Yeah, just drag each of them down. Sorry. Yeah. If you drag it down, it'll just change the cell color. So right now I don't have any more transactions. So I'm just going to go back to white. So, right. So we have Bingo, Hive, Hut, Betfarm, Digihost, Census, Immersion Corp, NDA, Banksa, IMG. So that's the tickers, and then the shares, the purchase price, all that stuff. Now with the logo, if you don't know how to do it, just click on the cell. So for Bingo, for example, you want to do insert, image, and image and cell. And then you can just press this browse and then just choose the image of Bingo's logo or any other company's logo that you want. And it just gives like a cleaner, like, just more, yeah, it's more stylish to have that. So yeah. Let's see. So we're kind of eating a lot of loss here with Essences. Once again, I'm not invested heavily in Essences here, but I do have about $500 worth of shares. So there as well, I'm eating a loss. So yeah, what are you gonna do, right? Kind of like the genomic stocks and everything is down, but we are kind of looking at the long term. So that's why I'm holding. So I think when people hear the term long term, they don't realize it's like a few years down the line, like 2, 3. For me, it's like at least more than 1 year. Maybe looking at 2+, 3+ years. Some people, they just hold it forever. So, and then when they retire, they just sell it. So that's not my plan right now. I'm just gonna look at holding it long term. And once these companies go over 100%, I'm going to sell 50% of it and slowly just add more shares. For me, the average price doesn't really matter. I just want to increase my shares. So that's where the value is. Yeah, so with that, so next we have the breakdown of the portfolio. So this is what I've kind of chosen to go with. This is kind of the font that I've chosen. So of course you can change the color for each of the companies if you want. with the pie slice, you can change the title. You can change pretty much anything here. So you can stylize it to your liking. So you can do that, or you can just keep it as is. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? So just want to have something to keep a track and just make it like look nice and professional. So I've kind of gone with this 3D look. It looks better in my opinion, so I'm just gonna keep that. And yeah, so I've gone for a pie chart because the donut looks much better. So yeah, and you can choose kind of like the whole, if you want the whole or not, like 50% whole. I think 25% whole looks much better. So, and you can change the font and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. That's that. Chart access and all that stuff. So as you can see with this portfolio now, we're looking at a Hive is pretty much at 23 and Hut is 23. And then the next biggest we have is DigiHost right here. And we're looking at NDA. I've kind of like increased my position in NDA over the past few days. And then Banksa, and then Bingo, Bitfarm. No, Bitfarm is down because I think we're not even, are we up? Yeah, we're up barely 1%. So that's kind of rough. Jeez. So Bitfarm. Yeah, we're really struggling here. So okay, so with this chart, there was cash value here, but I don't really hold any cash, so I don't really want to look at cash. So I just taken it out, and there was a bunch of stuff here as well. You can look at his YouTube video and check it out, like the cash versus account value balance. I don't need that, so I just erase that. So here, so with this, of course, this is all from the formula portfolio tracker. Like I said, the main thing is going to be your history. So everything, all the formulas are related back to your history right here. So if you change anything here, everything is going to change here. So the main thing is the input. So just make sure you have the right input so you see the right balance at the end. For Canadian investors, if you only have Canadian stocks, then that's perfect. But from like someone like me that has both US and Canadian stocks, it's kind of rough because you won't get the most exact figure. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? So okay, so with this right here, you kind of get like a basic overview of the stock. So like the stock price, you get like the stock percentage change over the past day, like amount in dollars, volume, how many stocks were, how much volume there was that day, market cap, 52-week high, 52-week low. You get the beta, PE, and earnings per share. So with the market cap, I've kind of gone for the M millions. That's because I'm looking at small cap companies. So I'll have more companies less than $1 billion. So it doesn't make sense for me to add that billion, that B. Otherwise, all the value is going to be really small. So yeah. So if you look at a company like DigiHost, we're looking at $80 million market cap, and Census is kind of like a bigger company, but I wanted to show NDA. Yeah, NDA. Okay, that's bigger than. Okay, I didn't realize NDA was bigger than DigiHost. That's good. All right, so yeah, I hope this was kind of helpful. You can download this in the link in the description below. I've been using this for a while to keep a track. Of course, I do get lazy and just forget to update this every now and then. But with the Wealthsimple challenge, it's not much work because I'm probably gonna have small transactions here and there. So it's good to have it updated. So yeah. So overall, with this challenge and with this challenge video, we're currently, this is kind of adjusted after adding more cash and investing it. So we're sitting at 86% gain. So we're still at $5,300. It seems like for the past 3 days, we're kind of sitting at $5,300, no matter how much we go down. Oh my God. Okay, that's funny. So we've added what, 550 in that few days. So yeah, so okay, so right, so to track this, show you the gains, do weekly, monthly. Let's see. So the past day minus 590, that doesn't make sense, because for the past week we're down only minus 12. I know I've had more minus than plus days today, so, and the plus wasn't even that high, so that's weird. Anyways, let's see. So we're sitting at minus 12 for the past week, minus $700, and we're sitting at minus 19 for the past month. So that is $1,251. And for the past 3 months, we're up 20%. Wow, things have changed. Because for the past 3 months, I've gotten so used to looking at 100% plus. Now it's only 20% gain for the past 3 months. So yeah, it's a different site. Gonna have to get used to it. So, but not for long, because I'm gonna have to make it go up. Anyways, for the past year, we're looking at 86%. So that's $2,400. So almost $2,500. Overall, yeah, $2,470. So kind of like now with this challenge, I'm gonna kind of detract from American companies, American stocks, and focus more on the Canadian market, to cater the Canadian viewers more. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna fully ignore the American side, because obviously I'm going to be including companies like Galaxy. We have companies here like, where'd it go? DMG, that's American. Wait, DMG is not American. There was another one, Voyager, but it's not available in this trading platform here. But so even if I talk about Hive, DMG, HUT, they all have OTC tickers and American side. There'll always be American ticker with them, so you can always look to invest there and keep that in your watch list. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with immersion and census. I'm planning on holding it long term, but with this challenge video, I want to make it. This is kind of me brainstorming right now, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. I don't care about the loss, because I know I'll recover that over a few months, or doesn't really matter, but it'll recover. So, because like I said, it's just the market sentiment. Like, people just are panicking and just selling. So that's why it's down. But otherwise, the company is solid. Nothing's changed with these companies. Like Bingo, there's nothing changed. Like, this company is solid. It'll go back to $15. There is, like, I have a really high conviction with that. So, Bitfarms, I think I might have to add Bitfarms now, because we're coming to our average price, of $5.04 now, and the market is the Bitcoin price is not looking that good, so we might have to add some more. It might drop. Honestly, I thought Bitcoin would go up to at least $63,000. It did kind of hit 62.6K, But yeah, we'll see. I mean, these pullbacks are kind of expected. We've been on a really bullish run, although we did pull back time to time, so we'll see. It did fall all the way down to 59k. Jeez. Yeah, but it recovered really quick, so that's good. Okay. Ethereum is also at $2,400, which is not much. I mean, Ethereum. Yeah, the hell. We were looking at it here, so Ethereum is way up. And how the hell is Hive not up that much? That's crazy. Yeah, that's that's how much change is happening right now. So okay, so next week I'm not gonna be adding any more cash next week. What I will do is maybe the next week I'll maybe add cash. So we'll see. This is kind of like the ideal investing scenario anyway, right? I mean, I'm not talking about the stocks. I'm talking about investing and then compounding your money. So obviously, the more money you have invested, the more you have it work for you and make it grow. So that's the idea here with investing, putting at least close to $1,000 every month. So I'm not sure if everyone can do that. Of course, some people, it's $1,000 is nothing for them. Some people, $1,000, it's hard to gather that because of job, COVID, and all that, rent, all that stuff. So just put whatever you can. I mean, $100, $200. The idea is just to grow that account. It's not about $1,000, $2,000 investing every month. Yeah, so it's just to grow wealth, right? So we want to have a high amount, or at least be able to retire. Some people, for them, they just want to retire without worrying about having money or not. So the earlier you start investing, the more money you'll have at the back end. So with compounding, it's gonna look more like the 1 year chart. Where'd it go? So it's gonna look more like this. It's gonna look like this, compound, and then boom, it's gonna look like a GME share. So like bingo. If you look at the 1 year chart, it's gonna look like this with compound. Boom. Yeah. So not the drop, but upward, upward trajectory. So, anyways, with this stock tracker, hopefully this is kind of helpful. I've been using it for a while, and if you're tracking it, if you're looking at it to check the price every day, don't do it, because there is a 20-minute delay, and it uses Google Finance, so it's delayed. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a good way to track it and get an overview perspective, because with the Wealthsimple account, I can't really get that perspective overall. So I think that's it for today. I'll try and release a video tomorrow. I don't know about what, but I guess that'll be a surprise for you and me both. So anyways, please feel free to like and subscribe. Please do your own research with the stocks. I see a lot of people like doing these challenge videos, but they're not really transparent. I mean, they show like a big account, but they don't show how much money they put in, how much money is from the growth. So you got to be careful. I mean, like just follow, like don't follow it. Don't be a sheep. Like invest wisely. Invest, like just think for yourself is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I've been trying to preach that with this whole this challenge video for like months now. So the idea, because I don't want to see people get scammed and stuff like that. Like eventually people get lose all their money and stuff like that. That's like the worst situation that I can think of, because just be careful with the way you invest your money, right? So and always just build that conviction in the company you want to invest in. The way you build conviction is by doing a lot of research and looking at like the company almost every day and like seeing what's changed. Like, because with the companies that I have really high conviction. Like, I could just stop investing now and I'll most likely end up at 100K. But the only thing is it's going to take time. That's it. It may take 5-10 years. It may take 1 year, like depending on how fast they grow, because we don't know how the market will react to these companies, right? So that's why it's going to be different. So yeah, hopefully you got that message. Please invest wisely and just invest with the idea of like, think that you've already lost that money, so you kind of stay calm about it. So just where you can afford to lose, just invest that amount. Don't invest your mortgage. Don't invest like a ridiculous amount where you can't afford to like eat the next day. That kind of situation, that's messed up. So yeah, and don't fall for these like scams in my comment section, like or anyone's scam. If it sounds too good to be true, you already know what I'm going to say. It's just, don't follow that shit. Do your own research. Always fact check what anyone is saying, even what I'm saying. Like, I'm being real. Just fact check what I'm saying, because I could be saying something by mistake, like not intentionally, but I could be mistaken from time to time. People make mistakes, I'm only human. I like that song Human, by the way. So anyways, I'm getting off track, so please. And yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you use the stock tracker, that the Google Sheets that I'll leave a link in the description below. Use that, download it, change it, put your information in there. When I say put your information, I mean your trading history, and you can just track it by yourself. But use Google Sheets, because if you use the Excel, some of the features won't work because they need, I think they need Google Sheets features. So that's why. And pretty much most of the people have Google, like Gmail account, Google accounts. So yeah, you'll be able to use it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.